Hey, yo, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It is real live music right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. And here we are inside Visit Knoxville for a great show, y'all. Feel free to come join us today. If you can't be here with us today, well, you can slide on over to the WDVX Facebook or YouTube channels where you can watch it streaming live today. So today we have two acts for you on the show. Our second act not only features Bruce Forman and Pat Bergeson, but also the guitars of Chet Atkins and Barney Vessel. And I think many of y'all are aware of that already. So we get to see not only a great performances, but some pretty guitars as well. Speaking of guitars, somebody's moved up in the world from a ukulele to a guitar these days. I'm talking about Miss EmiSunshine. Y'all give a great big welcome to Fish Fisher and EmiSunshine to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you. Thanks, Red. Hello, everybody. Emmy and I are going to kind of do like a traditional songwriter round and go back and forth. We're excited for this weekend. We have every year we do a songwriter retreat, and so we just getting ready to spend the weekend talking about songwriting.
That's right.
Yeah. And we just want to spread the word about that for people that like to songwrite and co-write and stuff.
Absolutely.
You want to go first?
Well, I can go first if you want me to.
I'd love to hear you.
Well, I'd love it too. I'm going to do a little song that is the title track of my newest album, my bluegrass album. This is called Sideshow. Billy eats fire, Jenny's got a beard. That's how you keep a job around here. We only work 3 months a year, so do not apply if you ain't weird. Mary and her brother Skip been 20 years conjoined at the hip. Mary says Siamese twins can date, and Skip confesses he can't wait. Whoa, whoa, we're too strange for the Big Ten, don't you know? Whoa, whoa. Hey, welcome to the sideshow. My friends are hairy, my friends are strong, and one has a tail that ain't pinned on. Say freaky makes us all the same, so we jump the hoops and we play the games. And me, I play the banjo lately, recruited once by Fireman Bailey. You wanna know why I didn't go? 'Cause hey, I'm the queen of the sideshow. Whoa, we're too strange for the Big Ten, don't you know? Whoa, hey, welcome to the sideshow. Come on in, come on up, we won't invite you now. You wanna see behind the curtain, you gotta lay your money down. Wanna see a woman with a handlebar, wanna see a little baby monkey in a jar. Whoa, we're too strange for the Big Ten, don't you know? Whoa, hey, welcome to the sideshow. Hey, welcome to the sideshow.
Oh, that's great. I love that song.
I love it too.
I'm going to do one that we wrote for Brother John's album. And I just
Absolutely.
love this song, and I don't get to pick it much. So it's
I
called
love hearing you sing it.
Awesome. This is called Poor Man's Gold. These trees were alive to the copper mines, turned this whole damn town to dust. Daddy drove down to the belly of the beast just to take care of us. Used to hang his brass next to the other tags, both going down that hole. The company man could count how many hands to hire. They don't come back no more. He said, don't do what I done. Hop the tracks and run. But the train stands still in Copper Hill. They've nowhere left to go. Boxcars in line next to empty mines, next to empty souls. And the town still rests in their copper beds of poor man's gold. Acid and clay washed our world away in the sepia wasteland. This whole ghost town was a devil in the ground on the mountains of slick. Daddy struck ill and his body couldn't heal. Those damn doctors don't know why. The company pays all the medical fees, so they just let him up and die. When he said, don't do what I've done, hop the tracks and run. But the train stands still in Copper Hill. They've nowhere left to go. Boxcars in line next to empty mouths, next to empty souls. And the town still rests in the copper pits. And the town still rests in the copper pits of poor man's gold. Thanks, y'all.
Beautiful.
This is Fish Fisher and EmiSunshine with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So, for those of y'all who aren't familiar with Fish and Emmy, Emmy showed up in downtown Knoxville busking when she was about 8 years old, and she's been coming and doing the Blue Plate ever since then. And Fish, at the same time, was living up in Toledo, but also playing a lot in Gatlinburg, and still kind of splits a lot of time between the two,
living in both
places.
cities.
Somewhere along the way, I'm not really sure how these two actually came together as songwriter partners. Now, Emmy, you wrote with your mom, who's a very prolific writer for is starting out all the
Yeah.
time, and then you started writing a lot with Fish, which is like, what
What kind of have made that happen?
What?
is the
Yeah.
question,
What could have had made that happen?
We always try to figure it out too. We basically found each other on the streets of Gatlinburg, just
Yep.
both playing, and we were both fans of each other.
Kind of goes back to that sideshow theme, I think.
It goes
Very
right
much
back to
so.
that sideshow
Yeah.
theme.
Yeah.
Well, we met because of the Songwriters Festival in Gatlinburg.
That's a good point.
That was
Something
put
very
on,
much like
yeah.
what we're doing this weekend is how
Yeah.
we found each other.
Very,
I didn't
very
even think about
similar.
that.
Yeah, it's very similar to how we met each other, and it's such a good opportunity for younger songwriters and older songwriters and everybody in between to get to know each other.
So this weekend, it's Friday through Sunday in Gatlinburg. It's the 8th annual Songwriter Retreat. Now, is there still time for people to jump on board if they're
totally.
interested?
Yeah.
And how
Absolutely.
do they find out about?
There's information online on there's an event page on Facebook or either of our websites. I would say Emi's website is the best for it because that's the registration site. That's at theemisunshine.com.
And fishfisher.net. Now, y'all certainly have the opportunity to stop by the merch table because both of them have their new projects available
We
over
both
there.
have new albums out within the
We
past
do.
couple
Sure
months.
Did. And I'm just not used to Fish actually bringing merch when he
I
comes
know,
to
right?
the show.
I've had
I
to kind of
often
train
forget.
him.
And
yeah,
it's you can teach
My
an old
manager
dog
here
a
makes
new
me
trick.
bring it now.
I do.
So shake and howdy with them afterwards and thank them for being here. But for now, I'm going to back on out of the way. We're going to get some more music here from Fish Fisher and EmiSunshine on the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you. And this next one is one that I wrote with. Well, it was kind of like during the pandemic a little bit. This was with Daryl Scott. It's the first song I ever got to write with him, and I was just so honored to. Him and my mother, Alicia Hamilton. So this is called Hibiscus. You call me sunflower, and I call you hibiscus. Your roots are planted in this town, but I just seem to drift. Oh, something's lost in leaving. Something's lost in stay, but we'll wait for one another. Won't let miles get in our way. Hibiscus, I'm not who you need, and this sunflower's not what she seems. I've never had a friend who really cared, and I did not ask for this. I have to bear, but the sunflower is pretty happy that you're here. I'm a little blackbird in the shadow of the sun. Oh, I'm dancing on my branches, and I don't wanna hurt no one. You're a gentle blue jay. Just finding you have wings. Oh, you're loud and proud, but you hear me. So I can close my eyes and sing. Oh, blue jay, I'm not who you need. And this little blackbird's not what she seems. I've never had a friend who really cared, and I did not ask for this. I had to bear, but this sunflower is pretty happy that you're here. Oh, happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're here. I'm pretty happy that you're here. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Sunshine, I'm going to do one that me, you, and Mother Hamilton wrote together.
Oh, yeah?
Called Lily Bell.
There you go.
I've sat through sermons while smelling a bourbon about redemption and patience and grace. But no one could save me, no angel would claim me till the good Lord sent you like a saint. I'm a little disheveled and I look like the devil done lost his job, so he's haunting himself. And I never known love that's just roses and white doves until I'd met you, Lily Bell. How did I get so lucky? I'm a lucky man, a lucky man. I'd walk from East Kentucky to Maryland to be with you again. I'm leaving today, Lily Bell, I'm on my way. I got no friends to go with me, no horse to come get me. I got my boots and my bag and my will. I find food along the way, work out jobs to pay. I can't rest till I'm with you still. So my lantern is lit and I'm perfectly smitten, can't quell my need for you. Just 400 miles, 6 days and 6 nights, and I'll be there by the new harvest moon. How did I get so lucky? I'm a lucky man, a lucky man. I'd walk from East Kentucky to Maryland to be with you again. I'm leaving today, Lily Bell, I'm on my way. I'm leaving today, Lily Bell, I'm on my way. I'm leaving today, Lily Bell, I'm on my way. Thanks, y'all.
All right. So I think I might do another song off of my new album. This is called Trojan Horse. And I wrote this one with Fish too, actually, and my mother. And it was just talking about what the album really was and me as a person, really. So, yeah, it's called Trojan Horse. You think you'll see inside the secrets that I hold, then like a Trojan horse, the door will not be closed. It's not a path you think I would, it shows. You'll find a goddess hiding in a wilted rose. It ain't a war I seek, I got no armor on. This hidden fire in me is just what keeps me strong. There's two sides to me, just like an ancient coin. My elders knew it from the day that I was born. There ain't no hesitation as I calm my pony out. I switch into the grass and baby who I am. My treasure's resting up in another land. These earthly riches ain't a part of my big plan. My older from the Appalachian hills, it's a part of me just like the lonesome whippoorwill. Kentucky bleeds out from my skin and bones. It's like a pasture and I'm returning home. From Carolina to the hills of Tennessee, I got these trails that traveled out in front of me. Listen closely as my melody unwinds. Let yourself relax and be hypnotized. snake with those big old swirling eyes. Out of the wooden warrior, it was just a surprise. Oh, it was all a surprise.
Trojan Horse, that's on your new album.
It is.
Y'all should look that album up. So people in the studio audience can see that these songs that I'm picking here are, some of them are so new, I don't even know the words yet. But it's fun for me because I'm getting to play some stuff. You're always excited about the new one, you right? One of my songwriting mentors, Kim Williams, told me once on stage, he said, Fish, if you know the words to all your songs, you ain't writing enough songs. And so I said, oh, okay. That put me to work. But this one is one of our newer ones. This is called Go Down Fightin'. We wrote this, me, EmiSunshine, and Mother Hamilton. Woke up this morning, if we're calling that sleep. The wolves outside laying waste to the sheep. My stomach is empty, though my heart is full. My vision has failed me, can't see through the wool. It's so easy to die, but so hard to live. Can't say goodbye, 'cause I got more to give. This year's been worse than the one before. The other few probably seem to us the most. I think I'll just go down fighting like the tallest tree felled by lightning. If I'm a-going down, I'm a-going down in flames. I'll be burning those about me just the same. I got nothing left to lose and I'm finding it kind of exciting. I think I'll just go down fighting. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The secret to happiness is to enjoy the pain. It's been 7 Septembers, the riches to rags. I can't even remember when the downfall began. So I let it all out and I let it all in. Screaming I shout, shake my fist at the wind. I've walked through hell and I've raised my voice. Fire still forges the strongest soul. I think I'll just go down fighting like the tallest tree felled by lightning. If I'm a-going down, I'm a-going down in flames. I'll be burning those around me just the same. I got nothing left to lose and I'm finding it kind of exciting. I think I'll just go down fighting. I got nothing left to lose and I'm finding it kind of exciting. I think I'll just go down fighting. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
That's Fish Fisher and EmiSunshine on the Blue Plate Special. Again, you can find more information by visiting theemisunshine.com, fishfisher.net, and feel free to stop by the merch table afterwards, shake and howdy with them, and thank them for being here with us today on the Blue Plate Special. One thing I didn't mention during the interview a little bit a few minutes ago is coming up next week, February 7th, it's Tennessee Shines at the Bijou Theater. And Tyler Ramsey, Sonny War, Chatham Rabbits will be our guests for that performance. And EmiSunshine will be the host for this Tennessee Shines as well. You can find information about that performance coming up very soon. It's right there on our website at wdvx.com. Support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves, from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Visit Knoxville, Downtown Knoxville, and of course Barley's in Knoxville's Old City. It's home of the Big Plate on Fridays, and this Friday is the Tune Junkie weekend. I'm trying to think, Richard Skelton, Tony DeMarco. It'll be a whole slew of Irish, Scottish musicians descend on East Tennessee, and we're going to showcase a bunch of them for you this Friday on the Big Plate. You can find information on that at wdvx.com. All right. So, we're going to continue with this show today, and this is a very special performance. We're tickled to have the gentleman on stage to perform for us, but we're really, really excited about the guitars that are on the stage. Y'all give a great big welcome to Bruce Forman and Pat Bergeson to the Blue Plate Special. This is Bruce Forman and Pat Bergeson with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. It's the 100 BC Tour. So explain what all this craziness is about. I guess you all didn't realize we are celebrating a 100-year birthday here, you know, on this, what this tour is all about.
Bruce is a lot younger than he looked.
Yeah.
100 today. He's,
I sleep in a cold room.
yeah.
Well, Bruce, tell us the story. What is going on? Tell us about these guitars. Tell us about this tour.
Okay. This particular guitar that I'm playing belonged to a gentleman named Barney Kessel, who was an innovative jazz guitarist, changed the world for all us guitar players who play this style of music. He turned 100 last October. He mentored me. I was on the road with him a lot. I, of course, was very inspired by him always. And I got his guitar, and he played this guitar in practically every recording and gig he ever did in his life. And so, it being his 100th birthday, that was real inspiring to me to have this and be playing it out in public and having the legend live on. Mm-hmm. But then I was at the Chet Atkins Appreciation Society convention last July playing, and I learned that it was going to be Chet Atkins' 100th birthday this June. And it was just like, well, we got to get Barney and Chet together, and Pat Bergeson, who played with Chet Atkins, has Chet Atkins' Gibson guitar. And I thought, well, we got to get these guitars together to tell the stories. And I did a bunch of research, and to my knowledge, Barney and Chet never got to hang out together. I know that they loved each other, and they were both incredibly innovative, special musicians. And so what Pat and I are trying to do by getting their guitars back together, we're sort of correcting an oversight in music history.
There you go. Wrong and a right. Right and a wrong, yeah. So, y'all started out yesterday.
Yes, we went to, and I'm going to butcher this name, and I asked everybody in the town to say it, and I still can't do it right. Luttrell?
Luttrell, you did it right.
Whoa. I went to Luttrell, which is where Chet was born, and Chet grew up. Mark Pritchard, the manager director of the Chet Atkins Appreciation Society, gave us a tour of the whole place. And we started there, and this is our first gig, actually, of this tour here in Knoxville. We'll be in Chattanooga this evening.
Pat, did the guitar feel like it was at home when you were there? Did it recognize its surroundings, do you think?
I think this might have been yesterday may have been the first time that the guitar was actually in Luttrell.
Okay.
Yes. Yesterday was the first time it had been there. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That might as well, that was probably interesting.
Yes.
I don't know why I keep having these guitar conversations in my head, has that guitar ever been to Gay Street before with Chet playing
I don't think
music,
so, no. He got this guitar, Chet got this guitar in, I believe, 1994. And at that time, I was working with him, playing in his band and recording with him. And he always had this in his office sitting on a guitar stand. This one and a couple other things, but mostly this guitar was always sitting there. And I would pick it up and play it and just oogle over it. Just, oh my God, Chet, this is the greatest guitar in the world. Oh God, do I love this thing. He's like, oh yeah, sure, it's a pretty nice guitar. Yeah, so anyway, it's a beautiful instrument.
It is beautiful.
And so he played this, he played this, performed with it several times. And, this was, I found out recently that this was in line to actually be one of the next Chet Atkins model guitars. They were going to, mass produce this, and they never did. This is a one of a kind. This is the one they made for him with all his engraving and all that, and it's got his initials back here and everything. And they've made they didn't make very many, a handful of these. And some guys have there's a base model one that they made, but this is the one that they made for him. and it's beautiful.
Wow. Well, there's lots of questions I'm sure y'all have, and you can answer them, ask after the show and shake and howdy with them for sure. From here, they're going to be headed down to Chattanooga and then over to Nashville, and then, where?
Then we're going to Fayetteville,
Arkansas.
and then Muskogee, Oklahoma. And the point of this tour was to start in Luttrell.
Luttrell.
You did it right.
And start in Luttrell and go to Muskogee, because Chet was from Luttrell and Barney was born in Muskogee. So the idea was a barnstorming tour from those two towns, stopping everywhere we could to play. And we'll have a finish line party in Tulsa at a club called Lowdown.
Well, BruceForman.com, PatBergeson.com for more information. Shake and howdy with them afterwards and ask all your questions. I'm going to slide on out of the way. We're going to get some more music right here from Bruce Forman and Pat Bergeson on the Blue Plate Special.
Georgia on my mind.
Okay. Pat Bergeson.
Bruce Forman, everybody.
I guess she likes it. She doesn't want us to talk. She wants us to play.
Yeah. We learned a new song. Bruce and I are going to play it. It's called
Crazy, she calls me.
"Crazy She Calls Me," and we had heard this. Bruce had mentioned that. Who was the jazz singer that we liked that did this?
Anita O'Day.
Yes, Anita
Yeah.
O'Day sang this tune.
And of course, there's a thing that Chet always did that always really impressed me. I always likened it to a waterfall. He would play the open strings inside of a phrase, like a scale would sound like. That kind of sound where everything would ring out. And to me, that's always just such a really beautiful guitar thing. And one day I was listening to Anita O'Day sing the song, and I was hearing the melody, and it sounded kind of like a scale. And I said, wow. I even wrote a text to myself. I wrote, "Crazy, she calls me, waterfall." And then I went and figured out what key I could do it in so I could manage to get some of that in. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here.
It's Bruce Forman and Pat Bergeson with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. We're going to get one last tune from these guys here in just a minute, but how about one more round of applause for Fish Fisher and EmiSunshine, the first half of the show here today. Oh, yeah. Fish and Emmy have merch available over at the merch table. And feel free just to shake and howdy with all of our performers and thank them for making music for us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Tomorrow, 4 Shillings Short will be here with us, along with the Wandering Hearts. You can always visit our website there at wdvx.com to find the complete Blue Plate Special calendar. And of course, we are a listener-supported radio station. There's always a donation bucket in the back of the room. A little love in the bucket keeps the good music going on the Blue Plate Special. From here, heads up, Chattanooga. They're headed your way. BruceForman.com, PatBurgeson.com for more information.
Thank you so much for everybody for being here. Thank you for having us on. We'd like to let everybody know that we're out on the road and we're trying to make a record and we need everybody's help. Would appreciate it. We're doing a Kickstarter campaign to support this. It's called 100 BC, 100 Barney and Chet. And if you just look around for it, you'll find it. Or you go to our websites or anything. And remember, we're out there on the road, and hopefully we'll be able to afford some grits or something, or whatever everybody has here. Some
Grits
biscuits
just
and
come with
gravy and all
whatever
that
you
stuff.
order.
I don't know. I need. So your support is really appreciated. Hopefully, 100 years from now, we'll still be talking about these masters of American music.
Bruce Forman and Pat Bergeson on the Blue Plate Special. Thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.